So here we are on lesson 1.5, and we are going to be talking about different ways to write numbers. Our essential question is, what are different ways to write a two-digit number? Now, in our previous lessons, in fact, in lesson 1.3 and 1.4, we talked about different ways to write a two-digit number. And so let's take a minute to talk about different ways to write a two-digit number and see what you remember. Okay, after we're done discussing different ways to write a two-digit number, we're going to go visit Jessie Bear and see what he has to say about writing a two-digit number in different ways.
What are different ways to write a two-digit number?
Hello! Ooh, look at this! Someone has been busy collecting these rocks. Here's a large pile. Click the pile of rocks to see how many rocks there are. That's right! There are 10 rocks in the pile. But wait, there are some more rocks. Do you see them? How many more rocks are there? One, two, three, 4. So, I have a pile of 10 rocks and 4 more rocks. We can say that we have 10 plus 4 rocks, but how else can we write this number? Come on, let's find more ways to write two-digit numbers.
Taryn counted 74 books on the shelf. How many tens and ones are in 74? First, let's find the value of this 7. Click to reveal its value. That's right. This 7 has a value of 7 tens. What's another way to show 7 tens? Right, you can show 7 tens as 70. Now let's look at the 4. What's the value of this 4? Click to reveal its value. Exactly. This 4 has a value of 4 ones. What's another way to show 4 ones? Right, you can just show the number 4. So the value of 74 is 7 tens, 4 ones. But what if both digits are the same? For example, 44. Will both 4s have the same value? This 4 has a value of 4 tens, or 40. And this 4 has a value of 4 ones, or 4. So the first 4 has a value of 4 tens, and the second 4 has a value of 4 ones. That means that when a digit is in a different place, it has a different value. You can show numbers in different ways. For example, think about the number 48. First, you're going to use words to show 48. Look at the chart. Do you find 40 in the ones column, the teen words column, or the tens column? Select the column where you find 40. Well done! You can find 40 in the tens column. Now let's show 8. Which column has the number 8? Well done! You can find 8 in the ones column. When you write the number 48, you add a hyphen. We can also show 48 as a sum of the tens and the ones. First, select 40 from the tens column. Now select 8 in the ones column. Well done! This is 40 plus 8. The number is 48. Now try your homework.
Thanks for helping me find the number of rocks. See you soon.
Okay, going back to our lesson page, and just so you know, this is lesson 1.5, and it is on page 29. 29. Okay, and we are going to find different ways to write a 2-digit number. So for our first problem, we have Taryn. Taryn counted 53 books on a table. That's a lot of books to count. So how can we show 53 in tens and ones? Okay, so let's grab a pen, and you should have your pencil ready to write on your paper. So I'm going to write 53 over here because that's how many books she found, and I know that that's the number that I'm working with. That's the 2-digit number. And our instructions say write the number. Oh, so maybe we should write the number, we should put the number in here. Let me see if I can grab that number. There's the 5, there's the 3, 53. Okay, so then write it as tens and ones. Well, the tens come first right here, and the ones are second. So in 53, there are 5 tens and how many ones? 3 ones. Okay, in our next problem here, Joey found 78 crabs on the beach. 78 crabs, that's a lot of little crabs to find. So we write 78. That's how we write 78, with a 7 and an 8. So instead of showing tens and ones, we have a plus sign. Do you see that plus sign right in the middle, boys and girls? Well, that plus sign means that we have to show the value of 7 tens and the value of 8 ones. So 7 tens, we have to count by tens 7 times. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. And for 8 ones, we just count by ones. We can just put 8. So if we add 70 plus 8, it equals 78. So it's almost just like it sounds, the 70 and the 8 together. 78 means 70 plus 8. Okay, in our next problem, Sarah counted 35 M&Ms in her little package of M&Ms. So let's try 35. And if we look below, we have a plus sign. So that means we have to show the value of 3 tens and 5 ones. So if we're counting by tens for the 3, can you count by tens 3 times? 10, 20, 30. So the value of that 3 tens is 30. That means that, like, if you had 3 $10 bills, it would be $30. And 5 ones would just simply be 5. And in our next problem, our number is 40. Okay. Jeannie took 40 bites of her chocolate cake, and it was delicious. So here we have tens and ones. Okay, when we look at a 2-digit number, all we have to do is look at the tens here, and we know that would be 4. because we're talking about tens, kind of like $10 bills, not the value of tens. And then 0 ones right here. And then we move on to our math talk. In 44, do both digits have the same value? Explain. So I'll let you talk about that with your teacher or with someone in your family or another classmate. And then we'll go to the next page. Okay, on this page, this is a very, very important page in your book, and you probably want to hold on to this little picture right here, because this little picture shows you how to write numbers in words. So you have all the ones, all the teen words, and all the tens. So it's a very handy little chart. I cut mine out and I glued it to the inside of my notebook. And so when you're done with this page, you might want to do that too. So a number can be written in different ways. It can be written as 59, and you can trace that, or it can be written as 5 tens, 9 ones, or it can be written 50 plus 9, or just 59. So a new way that we're going to write it is the 50-9. So anytime you use one of the tens that end with the TY and a 1, one of the ones, you put a little hyphen. There's that little hyphen right in between when you write the word. So actually, how many ways is this? Well, let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to show the numbers. That's a lot of different ways. Okay, so look at the examples above. Then write the number another way. Okay, this one's written in words, 32. So choose the way you would like to write it. I think I will write 32. Now you could also write 30 plus 2, or 3 tens and 2 ones. So those are all correct. 20 plus 7. Well, there's a 20 and there's a 7. So 27. So we could write it like that, 27. Or we could write 2 tens and 7 ones. So those are just 2 ways that we can do it. We could also write it out as 27. Okay, for 63, we need to write how many tens and how many ones. Okay, well, the 6 goes right there, 6 tens, and the 3 goes on this side, 3 ones. How about 95? We have a plus sign right here, so that means we write the number 90 and the number 5. 90 plus 5 equals 95. 5 tens and 1 1. Well, let's see. I'm going to grab my text. Okay, well, 5 tens is 50, because that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm going to write 50, and then I'm going to put a hyphen, and I'm going to write 1, because there's 1, 1, 51. Or you could write 50 plus 1, or you could write, let's see, we have 5 tens, 1 1, 51, and that's, let's see. Okay, so we'll just leave it like that and go on to the 76. And we can talk more about all the different ways because we just don't have time to write all the different ways. 76. So we have a plus sign there. So we need to write the number for 70. 70, 70, that's 70. And then for 6, 6 ones, it's just 6. There we go. Okay, 28. So how many tens and how many ones? Now, sometimes second graders get a little confused when they see 20 and they want to write 20 tens. But 20 tens would actually be 200. So 28, think about how many tens for the number 20. It's actually 2. And then for 8 ones, well, that's easy. What is it? 8. Okay, in our next problem, we have 8 tens and 0 ones. So what is the value of 8 tens? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So it's 80. And we can write the number 80, or we could put 80 plus 0. But we're going to write 80, because we don't have any ones. So it's just 80. Okay, for this page, this says on your own, but that will be up to your teacher if you should do this on your own. You are to choose another way to write the number. So write the number another way. This one says 2 tens and 4 ones. So you could just write the number that that represents, which would be 24, or you could write 20 plus 4, or you could write the number 24 in words, or you could put 20 plus 4. Okay, and so you can pause the video right now and do your work and then come back and correct. Okay, so let's correct. Now on my paper, I only showed one other way, but there are definitely 4 different ways you can write each number. So 2 tens and 4 ones is 24, or 24 written in words. Okay, 30. Now I'll give you guys a second to do it. And maybe pause the video. Tens and ones. 3 tens and 0 ones. 85. 85. 8 tens, 5 ones. 54. 50 and 4. 50 plus 4 equals 54. 12. Now this is a tricky one because 12, you can't really hear any other numbers other than the number 12. So you have to think of how many tens and how many ones. There's 1 10, which has a value of 10. And 12 also has 2 ones. 2. 10 plus 2 equals 12. 90 plus 9. Okay, how many tens and how many ones? There are 9 tens and 9 ones. 7 tens and 8 ones. I wonder what number that is. Okay. 78 and 39. You can write tens and ones, or you could write the whole number out. Let's see what we have. 30 plus 9 also equals 39. Okay, we're almost to math on the spot. For math on the spot, we are going to fill in the blanks to make the sentence true. 67 is the same as how many tens and how many ones? And then 4 tens is the same as how many ones? Oh, 4 tens and a certain number of ones, excuse me, is the same as blank plus blank. And 20 plus a number is the same as this number. So we have some choices here. Okay, let's go to math on the spot and see how they solve this problem. Oopsie, boys and girls, let's start that over again. Here we go.
Well, Jeannie, are you ready for our math riddle?
No need, Professor Berger.
Uh-oh.
You said we were going to be showing numbers in different ways today.
That's right.
Yeah, so I decided to go ahead and do it all by myself.
Well, that's great, Jeannie. Terrific.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a look?
Yes.
All right, let's see. So here's the first one.
Yes, and the first one is a number looking scary.
It looks scary. I have to admit it looks scary. What about this one?
Oh, yes, and that is a number looking pretty.
That looks very,
Like
very
me.
pretty. It looks just like you, in fact.
Yeah.
Now, what about this one?
That is a number looking delicious.
It does look wonderful. But as great as these pictures are, and I love them. Stop it.
Huh?
As great as they are, Jeannie, when I say in math, showing numbers in different ways, I don't mean those great drawings. I mean thinking about it more mathy.
Well, how do you do that?
Okay, well actually this riddle is almost like a game. So let's play a game.
I love games.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to show you a bunch of different ways of representing numbers, and we have to figure out which is the correct one.
Great.
Okay, so here's the riddle. A number has the digit 3 in the ones place and the digit 8 in the tens place. And now I'm going to give you 3 different choices, and we have to figure out which one is the correct one. Are you ready to see our first contestant?
Yes, please.
Okay, here's our first contestant. So, we see 30 plus 8. And remember, we know that we have 3 in the ones place and we have 8 in the tens place. So, 30 is actually 3 tens. So that means what digit is in the tens place for this number?
The 3?
Exactly. That's brilliant. So what we see is that in the tens place, this number is going to have a 3. And if we see 30 plus 8, then what is the ones digit?
That would be the 8.
Exactly. So therefore, this number represents the number 38.
38.
Now, is this a number that satisfies our riddle? Does this have 3 in the ones place and 8 in the tens place? No.
No,
It's
no.
kind of the wrong way, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that one is not right. This contestant loses. Now,
Back to go.
I'm going to bring on another contestant, and let's give everyone a chance to think about it. Here's the next contestant. This one is 80 plus 3. And so now I want you to think if you see if 80 plus 3 is our number. Do we have a 3 in the ones place and the digit 8 in the tens place? Think about it. Okay, so let's see how you did. First, let me remove our previous guess, and now let's think about our new guess right here. So this was 80 plus 3. Well, 80 means 8 tens. That means in the tenth spot, we should put what, Jeannie?
In the 10 spot, we should put the 8.
Right, and then what do we do in the 1 spot if we're adding a 3?
We should put the 3 there.
Exactly, so what number do we have?
83.
83. Now, does that satisfy what we're told? Is this a number that has the digit 3 in the 1 spot and the digit 8 in the 10 spot?
Yes!
Exactly.
Yes, it is.
So this is a winner. This is a winner. So
Ding, 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 ding,
exactly. Now, we do have one more contestant, so let's just check out our one more contestant here. And I think this is actually a really interesting contestant. I'm going to bring it in way over here.
Oh.
It's 3 plus 8. So 3 plus 8, notice we have a 3 and we have an 8. But is 3 plus 8, does that answer mean we have the digit 3 in the ones place and a digit 8 in the tens place? What is 3 plus 8, Jeannie?
Well, it's 11, right?
Exactly. So this actually equals the number 11. And here we see that the digit in the tens place is a 1. Exactly. And the digit in the ones place is a 1. So this is not even close. This is not even close.
No, because there's a 1 in the tens place.
Exactly.
And a 1 in the ones place.
And so the winner of our contest, in fact, is
83!
exactly, which is 80 plus 3. And so now we see the answer to the riddle.
I like that game.
Hey, now wait, now there was one more picture here when you were drawing the different, showing numbers in different ways. Can I look at this one?
Yes, please.
This one looks like, it looks like 88, but it looks like actually two versions of me.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's not delicious.
Yes, it is. It's a double burger.
Have fun with math, and we'll see you soon. Now, Jeannie, that
Double
was...
burger! You're the cheat.
Okay. Oh, Jeannie and Professor Berger, they sure are funny. So let's fill in the blanks to make this sentence true. 67 is the same as how many tens and how many ones? Well, let's grab our pencil. 67. Do you think that's 6 tens or 60 tens? Well, 60 tens means we would have to count by tens 60 times and we would reach 600. But 60 means 6 tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And 7 is how many ones? 7. Now we get to choose a number. 4 tens and how many ones? Let's choose a number under 10, less than 10. How about 4? Because we had talked about 44 earlier. 4 tens and 4 ones is the same as, okay, what's the value of 4 tens? Count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 tens is valued at 40. And 4 ones is just a 4. It's just 4 ones. Oh, we get to choose another number less than 10. 20 plus, what's your favorite number? How about we do 7? Because we have a lot of children who are 7. So 20 plus 7 is the same as, you guessed it, 27. Or we can write it out as the word 20. When we look at the numbers, how the numbers are written with words on the previous page, we can even find out how to spell we can find out how to spell numbers correctly. So 27 is written 20 dash or hyphen 7. Okay, boys and girls, good job. Now our next page. On our next page, this says mid-chapter checkpoint. This is actually a little test for you. So your teacher will explain to you how to do this test. And then that will be it for our lesson 1.5. Good job, boys and girls, and thanks for joining our math. I'll see you at the next lesson.